All right, you, my friend, win the internet. So, what's going on here? If you had a circuit low code on all 8 injectors, or circuit high on all 8 injectors, for that matter, and a 611 code, you positively and absolutely had a FICM problem, okay? Just done. However, it didn't solve your problem. So what this leads to is a greater conversation about why are you having the problem that you're having? What kills FICMs? So what kills FICMs is inadequate or spiky supply side voltage. So what probably happened, and it happens all the freaking time, is somebody has a high pressure oil system issue that's resulting in having to crank the truck a heck of a lot more than they ever should have had to do. And they're like, hey, so I'm cranking and I'm cranking and I'm cranking and I'm cranking and I'm cranking, and my truck's not starting. And meanwhile, the FICM is quietly screaming, mother, you know? And so what happens is the FICM gets trashed in the process of somebody not taking care of their high pressure oil system issue or whatever other issue is causing the truck not to start, but commonly high pressure oil. So because it's 1,350 amps inrush current in order to get the starter to begin spinning, and because it's 300 amps to keep the starter spinning, that's a lot of electrons freaking live in the building, right? And so your batteries are pissed. They're more than unhappy. They are, upset. And so what ends up happening is the FICM, which is just a amplifier with a brain, right? The amplifier with a brain is called the FICM. It's saying, hey, I'm going to die here, but it can't speak. And so the number one way to kill any amp is inadequate supply side voltage. So if I were guessing, the problem on this particular truck, and so many others, you're not alone, is that it started with a high pressure oil system issue. It started with a elongated starting type issue. And then it turned into a FICM issue as well. So it turned into a FICM issue 2. And so that is what's going on. Now, when you fix your high pressure oil system, please don't put your fresh FICM that's working great in, well, I guess I don't know where you get the FICM from. If it came from us, it worked great. Just saying. We don't sell dead FICMs. But at any rate, if you have a fresh FICM in there, or you have a FICM at all in your 6-liter, please find me on YouTube. I'm just FICM Repair on YouTube, and do a search on how to prime the high pressure oil system, which that video probably needs to become called How Not to Kill Your FICM 101 during high pressure oil system work. So what ends up happening is you're cranking and you're cranking and you're cranking, trying to get the air purged out of the high pressure oil system after you fix that dummy plug or that standpipe or that H-pop or whatever it is you had to do. And then you kill the FICM that way too. So this is a can't win for losing conversation. Gentlemen and ladies, the book that I read says, my people perish for a lack of knowledge. It shouldn't be this hard. I mean, I can agree with that. I completely concur. You feel like you have to hold your mouth just right to get this thing to go. But that is what's going on. Anything you can do to not have inadequate supply side voltage that your FICM sees is a win for you. So please watch that video, how to prime the high pressure oil system. In fact, you know what? I might just shoot my very next video on this topic on TikTok, and that way you don't have to go to a different channel. So if you want to find that, great. And save yourself from having to become my customer for the FICM. And life is good. So I hope this helps. Any questions, comments, thoughts, issues, whatever, or a video you want us to shoot, give us a shout. It's at least our second rodeo. So FICMRepair.com. We're all in this together.